About to take up its place. Almost set. Stalls open back. They're away and racing. Now Acetro's back near enough to last. In fact, is last as they actually get going. Carolina Reaper and also Blankenburg. Ship Creek had jumped out pretty well from Panther's Pride. The Beach and now Kozlavska pushing up near the inside soon after the start. A length and a half away, Sayeta down on the inside of Cockatiel. And the Hot Pot is last of all, Acetro. 800 left to travel though. And over on the outside, the well-tried commodity at the long odds. Ship Creek goes up now, takes on Carolina Reaper and races to the front. Ship Creek a length and a half, Carolina Reaper, Blankenburg third. Then came Kozlavska down on the inside, a length and a half away, but off the bit, struggling the beat. Sayeta is next, followed then by Cockatiel. Second last, Panther's Pride, and Acetro's got all of the work to do in front of her. Back last, coming around the corner, and Johnston Porter looking for the shortest possible way home into the straight. Carolina Reaper again comes at Ship Creek. Kozlavska looking to get around the heels from Blankenburg. Sayeta, Acetro got balked for a run. Here comes Cockatiel down the outside. It's Sayeta ranging up, joins Carolina Reaper down the outside. Cockatiel, Acetro getting clear, but it's Sayeta too good. Sayeta won from Cockatiel, the luckless Acetro third. Then Carolina Reaper fourth home. Kozlavska is next home. In the middle came Blankenburg, Panther's Pride, and a long way back in the field to the stablemates Ship Creek, who finished back there in it in company with the Beach. Sayeta, number 6, Sean O'Donnell aboard the Dan Morton trained War Chant filly. Acetro back there in the field, the $1.75 favourite, last getting going. Got balked in the home straight, doing her best at the end of the event. But Sayeta, coming out of that first up run, she's graduated here to another level with her fitness and beaten home Cockatiel, the Magic Millions placed filly of last week. Acetro third. Fourth will be Carolina Reaper. 6, 4 and 2 the numbers. 6, 4, 2. Sayeta takes out race 2 for the day at only her second lifetime start. Raced by Carol Morton, Glenn Bucko Rogers, D Preston, G and D Pratt, and T Clanehands, Lance Langford, Mrs. P. Langford, A. Hayden and P. Scott, Mrs. J. O'Brien, B. Mrs. L. Basanti, D. MacArthur, Ms. J. Beggs. By War Chant out of the Deputy Governor mare Like the Wind, trained by Danny Morton and ridden by Sean O'Donnell at 15.60 and 3.30. She's gone out at crazy odds for Cockatiel by Galar from Buster's Icon, trained by Stephen Miller, ridden by Daniel Stake is second. Owned by L. Rogers and Dale Wilson and T. Sanders, A. Hunt, J. White, J. Moran, N. Gill and Deb Miller. And third placing to Acetro, who might have been a bit unlucky back there. She had a world of work to do for M, P and J. Rullo, R. McCaffrey, A. Pilgrim, D. Spectre, A. Widdicombe, M and F Rullo, a filly by Blackfriars out of the Oratorio mare Ortessa, trained by Adam Durant, ridden by Clint Johnston Porter. Just looking at the replay there, she was looking for ground. She was searching through between horses, and she was getting home pretty well late in the race. But I have to say, all honours there with Sayeta. All honours with Sayeta there in the second event for the day. She got home well, Acetro, but there was maybe a little more expected of her. And the time is only 1:12.24, 1:12.24. 3/4 by a half a length. The margins, and the sectional is 36.76, 6.421. So the breakdowns aren't great. Time, you can't break 1:12 and then a 36.76 sectional. Yeah, it makes for a very interesting, compelling dissection. Let's go to the yard. Wes Cameron joining us now with winning trainer Danny Morton after the victory of Sayeta. Not a surprise, just incredible value, Wes. The way that she's gone out at 15.60 off a pretty encouraging debut.
First up, that's for sure, Darren. Dan, congratulations on the victory. As Darren alluded to, the first up performance, there was a lot of merit there.
I was really buoyed by it. You know, 2-year-olds to 2-year-olds, you sort of can't get ahead of yourself. But I thought off the back of that, the 1200 would really suit her. I know they had massive raps on Adam's horse, which we, obviously respected. But, without being overconfident, I thought she'd run a very good race.
I think the one thing in her favour when you lined up against Acetro was the barrier. On debut, wide draw, bigger field. We knew Acetro was going to get back in the run. So if, say, Etta could have positioned up better, it was going to give her a good chance.
I think so. I didn't really sort of fill Sean up with instructions. I figured that they'd both be back there somewhere together. I said, you know, you don't necessarily have to follow it, which is probably lucky. Otherwise, we would have been well back. But, yeah, you know, gun ride by Sean. He's one of the best pickup riders in the business, I think.
He is. It was a lovely ride because she was buried back there on the fence, and you could just see before the home corner that the gap was going to open up.
Yeah, luckily, you know, a couple started to fall apart around him, which made the out a bit easier.
What are your expectations with this filly?
She's, we've got a big opinion of her, but I'm not keen to go on this time round. I just want to put her in the paddock and let her furnish. She's sort of bred to be coming on a bit later on, so we'll look after her now.
Update with Dainty Tess?
She's enjoying her paddock. She'll be in her third week there. She'll think she's retired, so I better get her back out.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Dan Morton there, and the War Chant filly Sayetta successful in the Argonaut Corporate Advisors and Stockbrokers Plate. We'll catch up with Sean O'Donnell in just a moment. It was a beautiful ride on the War Chant filly. She settled back worse than midfield in 7th position on the inside, and Sean just did his brilliant best. Congratulations, lovely ride, and she looks a promising filly.
Yeah, promising type. Dan just said try and ride her for education, and geez, I got all the breaks. You come off the fence, get into the corner, and then I was going good enough to hold the favourite in there, and yeah, she done the rest. So
that was the best part, I suppose, of the ride. You could see the field opened up at that point in the race, and you just got her off. At split-second decision-making out there, and you made the right choice.
I did, and they were going fast enough for me to get out, and she was just travelling kindly, so it was the right move. And yeah, thank you to the horse. She done well.
You're the best pickup rider in the business. We saw that just then with Sayetta. Can you do it with Carpenter later in the day?
Oh, we hope so. My barriers haven't got any better after this for the rest of the day, but it's a good start. And thanks for the Morton team. You know, it's always a pleasure riding winners for them, and don't get on too many times, but when we do, they're always a chance. So very good.
That's all you need to do is get results. Best of luck, Sean. Great ride.
Thank you, Wes.
Sean O'Donnell and Sayetta successful in race 2.